This land is your land, this land is my land, from California to the New York Island.
And welcome back. When you hear the words, America's most recognizable patriotic song, God Bless America or the national anthem may come to mind. Well, guess again. It's God Bless the USA, and it earned Lee Greenwood a spot in music and American history. He's going to sing that for us a little bit later on, but that song is by no means Lee's only hit. The Grammy winner has had 19 top 10 singles and 7 number ones, and now he's about to debut his latest song right here in our Second Cup Café. Here's Lee Greenwood singing a classic in the making called Why Lie?
I can tell, girl, you've been crying. Maybe it's time I face the truth. You want me to say this time it's over, but that's one thing I just can't do. Why even try to hide, deny these feelings I have inside? You say that it's for the best. With my dying breath, I couldn't begin to try. Why? Say, girl, I don't need you. Swear I'll be fine, go on and leave. I know the second that you start to see this heart out on my sleeve. Why even try to hide, deny these feelings I have inside? You say that it's for the best, but with my dying breath, I couldn't begin to try. Why?
Thank you, sir.
Hey.
Lee, great to see you.
Thank you, Chris.
Now, this is part of a new album you're recording right now.
We have a new country product getting ready to release in about a month, so we do the single first.
What about this album is a little different than, let's say, some of your work in the past?
Well, I think as you recognize the single, I'm kind of known for the ballads. This is kind of more of an up-tempo approach. We've only had 1 or 2 of those hits in my whole career, so I kind of did a little bit more up-tempo, version of what Lee Greenwood's about. We,
of course, could not think of a better person to have with us here on this 4th of July morning. God Bless the USA is a song you're going to do for us a little bit later on in the show. You've performed it so many times now, especially since post 9/11. How do you keep it fresh? I mean, do you guys still get the same chills that people do when they hear it?
I guess it depends on the audience and the time of year, or maybe the event, the environment. For me, because I wrote it, it's always something that's close to my heart.
Yep.
And, we've done like 30 USO tours. Our most recent took us to the Middle East, of course, and we sing it for the military. But it's always in the back of my mind that how much unity can we bring to America? That's why I do it.
Did you ever think when you were first recording it that this would become the most patriotic song over the national anthem, God Bless America? I mean, that's quite an honor.
I think it was a growing process. I think at first it was just a song we wrote to be a hit. And then after I put it on stage, which was '83, it sort of like got into the fiber of America. It was the military first, and then I think Song of the Year in Nashville was a country song, and then it just sort of grew with the public. Of course, after 9/11, I came here to New York 3 times. I sang at Yankee Stadium, for the firemen and Carnegie Hall for the police. Then the 4th game of the World Series, and everybody just kind of started saying, we want to have that song as our song.
Yeah.
So it became America's song.
And for so many people, it is their song. I mean, they really feel it in their heart. They feel it in their soul. You mentioned that when you were talking to Chris a little bit earlier that, it kind of depends, your feeling on the song and what it does to you each time you sing. It depends on the occasion. This being July 4th, are there any special memories you have of July 4th? Anything that you always like to do on Independence Day that sort of signifies the holiday for you?
No matter where we are in America, it's always some event that has fireworks. Yep. It's a patriotic moment. And when we approach the July 4th, we try to make sure that people realize America is still the greatest country on earth. So it's kind of like a role you take, and when we get to the end of our show where we just did Wings Over Whiteman at the B-2 bomber base. And as we were doing our show, they put the bomber directly behind my stage. It's going to go up on my website so you can see that as a tribute to America's military. But USA stands for all people in America, no matter what culture they're from.
Lee,
hopefully it's uniting.